On the first day of our magical winter trip to Alta, we went dog sledding, enjoyed a stay in a unique transparent lavo, saw the northern light from a jacuzzi and more. Today, on our second and third day, we're heading to our Igloo hotel at Sorrisniva, and we will chase the northern light and ride Reindeer and Snowmobile. In the early morning, we were picked up from Holmen Husky Lodge to go to the Igloo Hotel, Sorrisniva, which is located about 20 kilometers from Alta in idyllic surroundings on the banks of the Alta River. The Igloo Hotel is the only one of its kind, and it's about 2,500 meters square large, and it's the world's most northern igloo hotel. All exterior and interior is completely made of snow and ice, and it melts every year and is rebuilt from scratch every winter. Their first igloo hotel here was built in 2000, and every year they change the theme and construction. In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight.
It's not that cold yet. I'm gonna burn the fire tonight.
In
here.
the jungle,
and melt the stuff.
the mighty jungle.
Wow!
It's like an African theme
Yeah.
this year. This is less abstract.
Okay, this is lion or tiger?
Come on, you see it's a lion. Wait, stay there.
Is it cold? It's really ice. I can see him. It's not.
Yeah, come around. You see me rolling.
A safari. They forgot the wheel. They don't want people to drive it back.
The hotel has approximately 30 rooms and 5 suites, an ice gallery and an ice chapel where you could get married if you want to. And the hotel is decorated with tons of ice sculptures created by local talented sculptors, and it is essentially minus 5 degrees Celsius in it consistently, regardless of the weather outside. However, between 12 p.m. to 8 p.m, the whole hotel is essentially a museum where tourists and participants can visit any room, including the room that we will sleep in. And then, after 8 p.m, the Igloo Hotel becomes private for hotel guests, and you can get your dedicated room for yourself privately. Look at my king chair!
Oh wow!
Oh, I
I'm
love
not ready
it!
to sit.
love it.
Wow!
I love it.
Ours is so cool.
It's so cool.
Oh my god, I like this.
I love it.
This feels like in Egypt.
Crawl
Not
over
yet.
to it. Holly, keep this. Crawl over.
Why is so cold there? It's just so cool to crawl on. My knee already.
That's because you touched the ice on the side here, no?
We were so happy with our suites, and it was easily our favorite among the 5 suites, and we couldn't wait to come back and sleep there later. But first, we were heading for a number of excursions. First to ride reindeer and learn more about Samis and their traditions, where John also got to live his weird dream of riding reindeer in a Santa costume.
Okay, about the tour. I told you we start here, and we will see the 2 and 2 sledge. The reindeer, they will be connected to each other all the time. Reindeer sledge in the tree is a slow ride. I'm going to walk the first one, and the rest will follow me. So the only thing you need to do is sit down, relax, enjoy the tour. Please find your sledge,
Sure.
and you can start the tour.
Reindeer and Santa! Uh-oh. Oh, you ready, Santa, to send a gift? I am so lucky to find Santa.
Oh my god. It doesn't. Oh, really? No, it wasn't that slow. For them, they're strong. Imagine when they're stronger than the dogs. I mean, not faster, but stronger.
Yeah, it's nice.
They're still wild, so he was kind of saying there's kind of in between. They're not tame, like a dog. They would run away if you just let them loose.
Oh yeah. See who I found in the forest. Reindeer and Santa! Woohoo! Whoa, that was tricky. We're too heavy.
That's fun.
I think he's
No, I don't think so. So now I understand why you said keep your hands in. Oh, we pooped. Nice.
Can't smell.
That's so cool. I thought you guys were hitting trees like everywhere on the way.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you for driving us.
It's so cute.
Thank you for pulling us all the way.
This is the lavvo I told you about.
Yeah.
And as I told you, it was a home for the Samis in old
Yeah.
days. This is the regular size of a lavvo. And Sami families, they was actually quite big in the old days, so it was normal to have up to 8 to 10 kids.
Wow.
Yeah. But my grandparents, they actually had 16 kids.
Wow. That's a lot of uncles.
Yeah, I have a lot of uncles and aunts. And
You know,
she
it's,
actually got birth to every 16 kids inside the lavvo.
Wow.
Yeah. So she was a really strong woman.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. Okay, let's go inside and take a look.
Nice.
Can you close the door?
So you still call it a door?
Yeah, we don't live in a lavvo anymore, but we still use the lavvos during the migration with the reindeers, from the summer place up to the winter place.
And is that like, is there a certain, how should I put it, like when you think of the African kind of migration, it's from a certain place to another kind of.
Yeah.
Is it the same, where it's like more or less the same every year?
Yeah, we
Wow.
follow the same route every year.
Would you normally make, so I remember from the army that we tended to dig kind of like a, what do you call it, like a ravine or like a lower space basically to make sure that the cold kind of stayed there essentially, or so we would dig down and up a little bit, right, going into the, would you do that as well?
I know the Norwegian do that, but we don't do it.
Yeah.
No, we don't. Reindeers, they eat moss in the winter time. To dig through the snow is not a problem for a reindeer, and even when the snow is like 1.5 meter deep, they can easily smell where the food is.
Like a truffle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do they eat mushrooms?
They also eat mushrooms, yeah, and that's in the autumn time. It's actually very funny to see when the reindeer eats the good ones when they get drunk. They also eat that.
Magic mushrooms?
Yeah, the shrooms.
And they actually, when they eat that, they are so drunk that they cannot stand on their feet.
Wow.
So they're just lying and.
We gotta find those. I'm jumping ahead because you're gonna tell the whole story, and I wouldn't necessarily know all of it. But in more recent years, they're considered like a native people of Norway, and when we have also like special TV channels or to certain kind of news segments where it is in Sami and in the language, and but growing up as a Norwegian, kind of being ignorant in the south, you don't necessarily learn that much about the culture and the ways of living. You learn a little bit in school, but I don't remember much from school anymore. But yeah, so you can take it away.
As I told you, the Samis are living in Scandinavia, and we have Samis in 4 countries. We have Samis in Sweden, Finland, Norway, and also Russia. And mostly of the Samis is actually living here in Norway. And all together today we are someplace between 65 and 100,000 Samis in Norway. Yeah, over to the other thing. And then I have the pants. These pants are made of reindeer hides. And they are actually made of the leg skin from the reindeer. Because the leg skin is the strongest part of reindeer hides. And also they're all already have the knee shape.
Mm.
So I have my knee exactly on the same place as the reindeer had. And then we come to the shoes.
Here we go, yeah, that's the one I remember.
This is the shoes which belong to this outfit. I can start yoking, and when you feel ready for it, then you can join me. And we will take it a couple of times. Yeah. Okay. Hey, oh, le, lo, le, lo, le, lo, lo, le, lo, ah, le, lo, le, lo, le, lo, le, lo, lo, le, lo, ah. Hey, oh, lo, le, lo, le, lo, lo, le, lo, ah. Hey, oh, lo, le, lo, le, lo, lo, le, lo, ah. Hey, oh, lo, le, lo, le, lo, lo, le, lo, ah. Hey, oh, lo, le, lo, le, lo, lo, le, lo, ah. Hey, oh, lo, le, lo, le, lo, le, lo, ah. Hey, oh, lo, le, lo, le,
The reindeer were so beautiful, and it was great learning more about the Sami people and their history, culture, and traditions. And as we headed for lunch at Sorrisniva, it was a mixed feelings of eating adorable reindeer, though it tastes really good.
In the restaurants, Dutch chefs create unique dishes using the best ingredients from Arctic Norway, including reindeer and moose from the tundra, seafood from the Alta River and Norwegian Sea, vegetables from local farms, and berries picked in the local wilderness. During our stay, we had lots of great food, including the local Sami dish, bidos, and other dishes including halibut, moose steak, and lots more.
We had been worried, first of all, we had been worried many weeks ago that the northern light, it would just be cloudy the whole time.
Yeah.
Because that was the weather forecast. And then we saw actually quite a bit yesterday at the Husky Lodge.
And coming, the forecast saying that it will be clear sky.
Yeah, so tonight they will supposedly not be cloudy and it will clear up.
Yeah,
So let's see what we're...
looking forward.
We then went on a dedicated excursion to find more of the northern lights with a minibus that would track the weather and identify and drive to the best spots possible. As Mother Nature is unpredictable, however, it meant quite a bit of waiting, but we had a great time with the rest of the group. We're not great photographers though, and really need to learn more about taking photos and videos of the night sky, as we struggle a lot. But of course, most important was that we were able to witness it with our own eyes, together, and we were able to see some really beautiful sights. Once back from the Northern Light chase, we were finally ready to embark on the experience of sleeping in the Igloo hotel. Polly was not used to sleeping in a sleeping bag and initially felt a bit claustrophobic, but eventually she got used to it, and it was pretty warm and nice inside the sleeping bag. In fact, we slept so well that we basically missed breakfast the day after and barely made it for our snowmobile activity in the morning. Polly, are you ready for this? What are we doing?
Snowmobile.
Camera.
Speak to the camera, not microphone.
Snowmobile. Can I?
The snowmobile was something I was especially excited about, as I love speed and thrills, and so we strategically got the last snowmobile among the train of snowmobiles in our group so that we had a bit more flexibility to slow down and then do faster driving, and also that it would be easier for Polly to try without bothering other participants. Yeah, all good. Yeah, great. And then later on, I guess then we can switch or something, huh?
Yeah, stopping later on.
Okay, great. Thanks a lot.
the way you drive
It's good.
makes me so nauseous.
Yeah, because I stopped to get a gap and drive fast. Stop, drive fast, huh? Look who's driving, it's Molly and Don.
On our way back, Polly got to try riding the snowmobile. She did okay for a bit, but eventually she managed to drive us off the road.
You can do faster. Faster. It's so much harder to turn if you drive so slow. Drive faster. It'll be easier. Drive faster. And then turn, yeah. See? Much easier. Oh! Polly, what did you do?
Sorry,
No, it's fine. It happened.
sorry.
It was a slow one. It wasn't a big crash. And he gets it off like that.
Switch?
Huh?
Can we switch now?
Okay, you had enough? Okay, I'll drive now then.
What I loved about that was that it meant there was a big gap between us and the group in front of us, so I could drive extra fast thereafter at about 70 to 80 kilometers to catch up.
That was fun.
That was so fun.
Oh my god, I
I'm
love
not-
that last ride up on the top there. That was
He
so
enjoys
fun.
it. I don't.
So fun.
How do you feel?
Amazing.
Yeah, happy?
I didn't
Fun?
dare to look at the speedometer all the time when we're driving that fast. It was
Uh-huh.
like 70 maybe something.
I think even more.
Yeah, maybe. It was so much fun.
Yeah,
Thank you for being slow first, Polly.
shut up.
At the end of our stay before heading on the plane, we also made a visit to the Love and Nice Cathedral, the city's architectural landmark, which was really nice. Then we jumped on the plane, somewhat exhausted from the non-stop activities, but also so happy about all the things we got to experience and enjoy together.
That concludes our 2-part video series from Alta. If you enjoyed watching, please give a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. By the time this video is published, we're in the warm country of Australia, and so if you have any non-winter activities you think we ought to try and share about on this channel, let us know. That's all. Thanks for watching. Bye.